Hi, my name is Christopher Shein, and I teach here at Merritt College at the Landscape Horticulture Department. I've been here for 7 years, and I teach the Permaculture Design class. That's really the only class I'm teaching right now, although in the past I helped set up the Natural Building class, and other classes have come out of the Permaculture class, such as the Mushroom class, the Regenerative Design class, and the Beneficial Beast class. So we've kind of got a little ecological division within the Landscape Horticulture Department here. So a permaculture class up here at Merritt College really builds a dynamic community, and this happens by doing really amazing things together. Some of the physical things that we do for a landscape hort class are move 20 yards of horse manure up a steep hillside, plant 108 fruit trees with 43 varieties. We move hundreds of bales of straw for mulching. We plant bamboo, fruiting shrubs, vegetables, herbs. We plant lots of things, and so people are learning how to restore nature and how to connect, and that you need to put compost down, and here's how you make compost, and here's how you do rainwater harvesting and gray water and all these things to really tie it together so you're off the grid and growing your own nutrients and compost and fertility. Growing your own cover crops and nitrogen fixers, all these things, so we don't have to import things. So people see that, and the garden has a lot to give, and so people take produce and cuttings and plants and things home, and so there's a whole community that's built, and we do a weekly potluck, so 3 to 4 students bring a dish, and so we all get a nice snack, and so that really brings things to a nice cohesion, and then just working outside together and getting to bond and sharing, and it's just a very holistic experience.
Get out as much as you can, leave a small bit, but it's just going to come back at this point. It's well established. So some people wonder, why do we have so much comfrey in this garden, and what's it for, and isn't it just a weed and things like that? Right. Comfrey is really good as a nutrient accumulator. So it's got, you can see it's got these really big, deep tap roots, and so it can go down much deeper than this. This is all that we can get out. Go down a couple of feet down and bring up nutrients that some of the other plants in the surface may not be able to bring up.
There's your comfrey. Yay!
Thinking of the garden or the farm as an organism, what can we grow on site? So we're not bringing in as many nutrients and stuff. What can we grow? So that's what a nutrient accumulator does. And it also has great flowers. So there's these pale lavender flowers that native bumblebees come and eat the nectar and pollen and stuff like that. So it's got more uses than just this, but you can make your own mulch, all this kind of stuff. But anyway, it's just really empowering that you can grow all these roots yourself, so everyone should get one and take it home. There's nice green plants around the bases of the fruit trees, so we're going to be getting our compost less in the future of us having to haul it up, and more just can we harvest it and spread it around in our little ecosystem up there. In the past we've gotten 50-gallon barrels and fill up with comfrey and water, and a week later it smells bad, but it's a great fertilizer. So it's like basically make your own miracle grow.
Really? Just comfrey and water?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's got a lot of good nutrients in it.
Well, the permaculture class has been great because it explains all these things that I can observe in action. How and why soil changes when you add compost or mulch. How I can reduce water usage in my garden by using mounds of soil and mulches. How to make a selection of where to put a plant in the garden so that it will do its best. So yeah, I would suggest that people check it out and come and see what we've been able to do here. In 2 years, this garden has gone from a small, really kind of dry garden into a huge blooming little farm. There are over 100 fruit trees here now that we planted, and there are all kinds of plants that are producing edible materials all year round. It's quite astonishing.
ethics of permaculture that drive it and make it dynamic and set it apart from something simple like organic gardening and agriculture is that it's a holistic design system. And the first ethic is care of the earth, and so that's an obvious one, that we have to have a planet that has living ecosystems to enable all life to flourish. The second ethic of permaculture is care of people, and that everybody has to be fed, clothed, sheltered, having meaningful, happy employment. And when people don't get that, and they may not have enough resources and might cut trees down or might overconsume. So permaculture is trying to look, how can we make it better for everybody? So care of people, everyone needs food, and then they can start taking care of the planet. But if you're hungry, then it's hard to go out and work for building a better environment. The third permaculture ethic is a fair share. So a fair share means no one's getting exploited. So that's kind of why permaculture has an ethical drive to it.
I'm just big brother getting accounts on all you guys. I'm like, these are subversive people.
And what brought me here was this intersection between social justice and the ability to grow food and build things naturally. And what I found at the Merit is a good opportunity to do that at a very low cost. You know, if you have 2 kids and you have to do things whenever your time is available, I think that this program has a lot to do that. And also making friends, new people, knowing a lot of different, and learning a lot of things that I didn't know about.
Seeing all the relationships here between plants, between animals and humans and fungi, it's quite amazing. And you know, I have a computer job, so it helps me kind of get away from that for a bit. I think the best thing for me is it's provided inspiration to seeing an example, a working example, and seeing how it's coming into being and sort of where it started from, and that it is an understandable thing, that it can be understood by anyone interested in trying to gain connection back with the environment.
I teach this class at Merit because it's a really great way to connect with students and to really find an awakening within each student about their connection to nature and their connection to the seasons and cycles. And though people can really know how to harvest their own water and build their own structures and grow their own food, then we don't need the government, we don't need large corporations, and I think we'd all be a lot better off if we could work local, do things on bikes and mass transit and things like that. I think that's just kind of the ethic that we're going to, of just recycling everything and having everything be as local and sustainable as possible. Come join the permaculture community.